Growing up, we all had a hero, and it's different for everybody. Maybe you dreamed of becoming a professional athlete, like Mike. Or maybe you were a fan of astronauts, like Neil Armstrong.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Great people make great impressions on us, but not everybody idolizes the right person. As we grow up, not all of our heroes turn out to be the person we thought they were. For instance, I grew up idolizing Michael Jackson. I had the glove and everything, but we all know how that turned out. Or sometimes the game show host you loved might just punch you in the face.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar. You better relax, Bob. There is no way that you could have been as bad at hockey as you are at golf.
All right, let's go.
Oh! You like that, old man?
You want a piece of me?
I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Oh!
As the saying goes, never meet your heroes. And in 2020, Democrats found that out the hard way. The left hailed Joe Biden as their hero, champion of all things liberal and defeater of Donald Trump. Biden could do no wrong in the Democrats' eyes. He was the party's knight in shining armor who was going to save the country. But boy, were they wrong. Not even 2 years into his presidency, and things are so bad in Biden's America, even the Democrats have turned on him. He's failing miserably across the board. Inflation, the border, crime, you name it. Can you point to a single thing that Joe Biden's done well? Americans are completely fed up. According to a new poll, CBS, 3/4 of the country say things are going badly here. You can't get Americans to agree on anything except this. Everybody agrees the country's in bad shape. 57% of voters think Biden's distracted. And now a majority say he's incompetent, too. Now, usually the media is able to cover up problems for Democrats. But the problems like gas prices, inflation, and crime are so pervasive that their old bag of tricks won't work. And we're watching in real time the media grapple with how to save his presidency. These are the 5 new ways the press is trying to save the presidency. Step 1. Denial. Don't believe your lying eyes. Actually, everything is great under Joe Biden, except for one tiny little problem.
By any metric, with the exception of inflation, this country has moved forward under his leadership.
But gas prices and inflation, that's a big metric.
It is a big metric, absolutely. There are also inflation metrics that, unfortunately, governments can do very little about. But if there is anything to do, this president is focused on it.
Since when is inflation Joe Biden's only failing metric? Did she forget about the border, crime, foreign policy, energy policy, baby formula? You can't say everything's great except inflation. That's like saying we did a great job during Katrina, except for all the water. But that brings us to step 2. Shut up and be grateful.
Unemployment's very low, that growth has been pretty healthy, but it is very tough when people are in a mood as sour as this one to convince them that they ought to be thankful for some of the things that you've done.
You hear that? Be grateful that gas isn't $10 a gallon. And stop being such a sourpuss. Who cares if you're broke, you just got mugged, and you can barely feed your baby? We gave you infrastructure, you peasant. Now stop whining. What if you tried that approach in real life? Imagine you got fired from your job, bought a new truck with money you didn't have, threw a party at your house with complete strangers, trashed the place, and then the next day asked your wife why she was in such a sour mood. How do you think that would work out for you? Maybe you could just blame all your screw-ups on long COVID, because that's step number 3.
You're just inundated by seemingly negative headlines all the time.
It feels like long COVID. We're in the middle of, we can't get out of long COVID. It's like everything is bad and we can't get healthy again. And really, it's a tremendous challenge, I think, particularly for the media.
I like the phrase long COVID, applying that to more than just the actual pandemic.
Totally.
It feels like a drag, some sort of...
Absolutely. It's psychologically long COVID. And people say when you have it, you have brain fog. Well, that's what we sort of have now, where we're like, we can't even think clearly.
They can't think clearly. This is just another way for him to blame COVID on all Biden's problems. I have a feeling long COVID is going to last Biden's entire presidency. And Americans don't need to see bad headlines to know things are bad. The media is giving itself way too much credit. Every time we go to the store, fill up your tank, or hear police sirens, we know things are bad. And if anybody has brain fog, it's not us. It's the big guy.
We're going to seize their yachts, their luxury homes, and other ill-begotten gains of Putin's kleptocracy. Yeah.
And if for some reason that guy doesn't get you fired up to vote Democrat in the midterms, I bring you to step 4. Suck it up in the name of democracy.
I get the frustration and the anger over, gas prices and inflation and the concerns and the worries and those very important things that hit close to home. But then you have to look at, you're going to the ballot box in November, folks, and you have to weigh in the context of your daily lives. What do you value more, the price of gas or your democracy? The freedom of speech and the right to vote, or the democracy?
Do you fill up your gas tank or save democracy? Do you secure the border or save democracy? Do you feed your baby or do you save democracy? Sure, you've got formula in your pantry again, but Republicans won the House, so Vladimir Putin runs the country. That's their argument. And that leads us to step number 5. When all else fails, invoke January 6th, as if anybody still really cares.
The Republican Party has turned into a party that is built on fraud, on fear, and fascism. You think about January 6th and what it looked like. Think about the other things that Republicans are doing right now in this country. They are trying to suppress the right of freedom of speech. They're banning books right now. They're in Florida, they're trying to keep you from saying certain words. They're repressing people in terms of their votes at the ballot box.
Just because no one bought Hunter's book doesn't mean it was banned. And by the way, they said Georgia voting law, that was going to suppress the vote. Georgia's early voting is breaking all records, so another lie. And so that was the chairman of the Democrat National Committee, accusing the Republican Party of fascism. Does Kevin McCarthy look like Mussolini to you? He's a soft-spoken guy from sunny California. Someone needs to do a welfare check on the left. I mean, I'm honestly worried about these people. They don't look healthy. They don't look like they're sleeping well. They kind of seem like they might have stopped showering. I know Joe is your guy, and it hurts that he's not the man you thought he was, but don't take it out on the rest of us. Find yourself another guy, because it's time to move on.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.